Hey y'all. Fuck, I can't even do this.
I
Welcome
know,
back.
right?
Another episode of the Man in the Music podcast. This is episode 13. Um, and as you all probably know, and if you don't, then I don't know what the hell you've been paying attention to for the past 36, 48, 72 hours,
Something
however
like
many
that.
hours it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
But the New York Knicks finally won an NBA championship after 53 years
Yeah.
of not winning anything significant. Um, and they basically burned the city to the ground.
They took out a
But
bus. They took out a car.
oh, they did like three
I'm
or four
surprised they didn't take out a
buses.
train.
I The train probably would have taken the people out.
No.
Um, but because that happened, guess who's back tonight? Eventually, I don't know when he's going to come and join us,
No. No.
but he
Yeah.
said
Who
he would be
knows?
here. He said he would be here. So, um, but Kevin Cueva will be back
Yeah.
on the podcast for the first time in what feels like
Forever.
a century. So I'm excited.
Maybe about as long as it took the Knicks to win the championship. How about that?
Ooh, that's a long time. That's a
That
very
is a
long
long
time.
time. That is a long
Oh,
time.
and speak of the devil, here he is. It's a black box. What we got? I feel like we're going to
I
see
don't
a
know.
lot
It's
of.
it's muted. What did he
It's
do?
muted too. That's the big part. Sir, welcome back.
Hey, you decided to join us, huh?
Yes, finally decided to
Oh,
join you guys. Sorry,
the
but
soup.
everything worked out to plan because we are the champs. My gosh, it has been a while. I'm not gonna lie, I don't like the setup I have here because we're all in like a row.
I
So I
like the
gotta change
row.
that view. Yeah, but I look a lot like fatter in this view because it keeps moving in and out. So,
So I have to
but
change the view because I record the show. Remember?
no, that's fine. You can perfectly keep the view as it is.
Hold
And
on.
you're he's gonna
There
wear
you
that
go.
hat the whole time.
How's that? Is that better?
No, no, it doesn't have. It doesn't. You just change it on yours,
Okay.
but mine is like this. I'll change it at some point. I'm too
I, s-
lazy to right
I
now.
just feel like this looks good. I think it feels a little bit more professional. But sir, welcome back. How many hours of sleep have you gotten in the past 72 hours? Because shit,
Uh
you were still texting me until like 1 a.m. on Sunday morning, and
yeah,
I woke up at 6 and you had literally posted things like 2 hours earlier. I'm like, that motherfucker
yeah.
didn't sleep, did he?
I think I slept for about from Saturday into Sunday. I probably slept around like 3 hours, and then from yesterday and today, I probably slept like another like 4 hours.
Okay.
But we've been enjoying this Knicks celebration. I'm glad you guys liked my reel about you, especially you, Cyrus. Um, but I
Yeah.
honestly, can I just say, I still am in awe and in shock that everything, the way it happened, the way all the games played out, the way everything was. It's like something that you think out of a movie. It was just absolutely ridiculous. But we're back.
Well, sir, your superstition worked.
It did.
We all understand it
It
because
did.
we are all superstitious motherfuckers as well. So we probably would have done the same exact thing
I
if it
agree.
was our team. Um, but hats off to you, Kevin. I know you and I were texting Saturday night about the game. I was talking to Ashley the next morning. I was like, I could tell Kevin was nervous about this game because I was texting him during it, and he was not responding to anything at all. I'm like,
Well, a good portion of it, I was like
you
literally
were
driving
that
to the
you were also
location,
work. Yes, you're also at
and I was
work.
at work
So
trying to get the hell out of there so I could
I
enjoy as much of the game as I could. So
I had the Scotland Haiti game on as well as the Knicks Spurs game. I had it split screen
I love that.
because to me the World Cup was more important, but I also needed to watch it for you, Kevin. I told you I would.
And then, I fully appreciate you for watching the
You
Knicks.
know, I actually did watch every game. Game five was the only game I actually watched the whole thing. All the rest I went to bed at halftime because I was just so tired.
And honestly, like some of those games, you would have been perfectly fine to go to bed because a lot of those games, or at least two of them, you would have thought it would have been over.
Yeah.
Like game
Yeah.
four.
To,
Game
to
four, I just think if we
29
go
point
back,
lose, lot like you lose a 29-point lead. What the hell did you do?
Like, talk about literally going from being able to make every single shot you threw up backwards,
Oh,
eyes closed, to not be able to throw a rock in the ocean in the fourth quarter. I was
hmm
just astonished. I honestly thought, I was like, there was a portion in that game where they had it as like they kept going back 3 point lead, 7 point lead, 3 point lead, 7 point lead, 4 point lead, 7 point lead. And I'm like, there's all right, let's if you're into a point that the Spurs are probably just gonna like run away with this somehow, and they didn't. So it's
listen, it was that when they had that 29-point lead, I'm like, if they decide to turn it on and they can beat them, I said, if they go back to San Antonio, tie 2 up, I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if the Knicks will win because they definitely gotta play a game 7 in San Antonio. So it's gonna be a tough deal for anybody at this point with the way they were rolling. But I mean, kudos to the Knicks, man. Just kudos to the Knicks for not giving up and playing hard and you know, and this just shows you what a mature team could do.
yep. And
So
I think it shows one, the Spurs are legit. They just need to get a little bit more experience under their belt, right? This helps them.
and a true point guard who can actually who
Yeah,
will
someone that doesn't decide, hey, let me go take a shot at the end of the game with 12 seconds left, even though we're only up by what? One? Great
I
idea.
mean, no offense to Kev, I'm not taking anything from Knicks, but how selfish can you be? Like every basketball, every person that's played basketball in every level know bring the ball back out.
Yeah, dribble it out.
It's one of those things. It's like a cardinal rule. You're up by this, bring the ball back out. Now that you got a wide open layup, bring the ball back out.
I mean, he
Bring the
technically
ball
had
back
a
out.
wide open layup. If you
He did.
realistically took look at it, he had a wide open layup. It's just that OG caught up to him and he blocked it.
Right.
You
So
Yeah,
know,
he took a sweep behind time to go make a layup when he should have just said, okay,
I,
if I was going to take a sweep
I,
behind
I
time,
wouldn't say
don't.
he took his sweet time. He was trying to
I
get
think,
there.
I think it also in his mind, it's either he's thinking layup or pull it out, right? And it's that split second decision where that split second, OG gains an extra step,
right,
right? Like OG gets that extra step. If he doesn't do a split second decision and just goes with it, he
right,
probably gets the layup, right?
right,
And more time burns off the clock. Knicks, I don't think the
right.
Knicks had a timeout, or they might. I don't remember.
They had like one left.
So they would have had to force a three, which we know Brunson shot the three, but he missed it. And the greatest tip in I've ever seen in my life. I,
Uh,
I don't know how it transpired, how it worked, but he made it work, which is great. Um,
Unreal.
but I I almost asked you, Kevin, the other night, are you just going to go into the city just to be part of the chaos? Because I had friends all over New York, and they were all saying it was nuts in the city.
Oh yeah, at the day after that game was probably out of control. But I mean, it's just it's amazing to see how the Knicks have been just getting the whole city super excited.
Hmm
Like literally, you go into any store in the city, you can't even they can't even keep the Knicks merchandise on the shelves. It's wild. Like I know when I went on my little shopping adventure, I went to go
hmm
try to see the store at the Madison Square Garden where people have been shopping. There was a line to get into the line to get into the store. And that
What?
line extended all the way to the Penn Station, like train station stairs.
Wow.
And
That's crazy.
that was only at like
Wow.
1 o'clock on the in the afternoon on a Friday. It was wild.
Wow.
So it's an
That's
amazing thing.
crazy.
Like
D-
it's like where did all these Nick fans come from? Yo, you did not have to go suffer for the last like
Yeah,
12, 15 years. And
here's the
all of a sudden is
question.
a Knicks fan.
How many of them are actually like true blue and orange Knicks fans like you, Michelle, and
Nah.
some of the other people we all know? Like
Right.
majority of them, like I was talking to my cousin because he lives by Times Square, and he's like, dude, it's chaos, it's crazy, it's unreal. But like I'm looking at videos and the videos of people in the burbs, and Bergs, and they're all just like outside, music's blaring, like they're just partying and having fun.
Did you see the one where the guy like he streamed it off his
Yeah,
projector
I
off
saw
the
that.
apartment building? I'm like, how amazing is that? And the
And
whole
then
neighborhood just stood and watched.
I guess Alicia Keys was playing a concert somewhere. She heard that the Knicks won and started playing New York.
Yeah,
That so but like those were great. And then of course, like we all know the chaos that ensued where buses were burned, ripped apart. I
Mm.
think they said 63 people were arrested, 10
yeah.
officers were
Those
hurt.
guys are like
And
losers. Those are just clout chasers. Those
right, but
aren't real
that's
Nick
Yeah,
fans because real
yeah,
Nick fans were at their houses or at a bar
right.
freaking out
right.
about the actual game. They wouldn't have enough energy to do all that bullshit.
And the problem is we all know is those however many that destroyed everything, that
Mm.
looted and did all that. That's what everyone now thinks about it, right? Is like, oh, these Knicks fans, what did they do this for? Why would you burn your city? But then you look at the video, Kevin posted, people were out cleaning with the sanitation people at 4 a.m., helping them
Yeah.
clean up. By Sunday, my cousin sent me a image message. It was the Puerto Rican Day parade.
Yeah,
The
Puerto
streets
Rican
are
Day
cleared.
Parade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, how the hell? If Brazil won their soccer game, I don't know how New York City would have stayed like up. It would have just
Well,
burned to the fucking ground.
can you imagine if they ended up having to play tonight? If they haven't to
Oh
play
my God.
tomorrow, so they would have had to have Nick fans. Then you had to deal with all the French fans that are all going to be coming into
Yeah,
town.
yeah, because
Yeah.
that was the big thing was France versus oh I
It's
can't
their
remember.
first round matchup for
Yeah,
the World
I
Cup
don't remember
at
who they're playing.
MetLife.
It was the like perfect storm if that had
Yeah.
happened.
But
Oh
like I do
God.
remember literally people saying like Saturday, like when I went into the city Friday, like you saw it was everybody in a Brazil jersey. Like
Oh yeah.
everybody was either in Brazil gear or Knicks gear.
Mm.
Yep.
So it was wild. So like there was like videos circulating around like earlier in the day, 42nd Street was taken over by Brazil fans because they're getting
Mhm.
excited for their game. Then you got later on to the night, then it turned into Nick fans getting ready for game 5.
Just everyone kind of melded and went away and came back. Yeah. That's
Although I gotta ask a question though. Why would they come into the city if the game was played out in played out in MetLife?
because of where to stay.
Yeah,
It's
they ain't they're not gonna stay in East Rutherford. Fuck
fuck
that.
that shit.
I'm just saying. I
I
mean,
would stay in the
I get it. I get it.
I
I
stay in
get
the
it. No, I mean, I
city
get
for
it.
that.
No, no, no.
Like
I get it. I get it.
Also, you got to remember for the World Cup, it was only like you weren't allowed to drive on the property. It was
yeah,
all like
That's true.
public
public
That's true.
trans to
transportation.
get
Yeah, yeah,
there,
yeah.
which is a
And
whole
then
nother story.
but they also had buses. So some of the buses that were burned were also buses that were supposed to be used for the World Cup,
Oh, love
like
that.
school buses, from what I was
Yeah,
reading. So
yeah.
that's how they're getting people in and out faster is they're busing them. Um, but again, hats off to you, Kevin. I know you're pumped, you're excited. I know this will carry you through to the football season where West Virginia hopefully does better than they did the past however many years we've been West Virginia fans.
Yep.
And this will carry for the next two basketball seasons at least. At
So
least the
which
next
one?
two. At least the
Speaking of
next two.
basketball, so Kevin, I want to ask this question to you because you're a Knicks fan.
I am a Knicks fan. That's right.
I don't know if anyone knows this yet. Kevin is a hardcore Knicks fan. Um, what happens with Cat?
Mm.
What happens with Cat as opposed to what?
Because he's up, his deal's up, and he's looking for a new contract. And they have said the rumors were, even if you win, there's a very small guarantee that he even comes back. So what do you do if you're a Knicks fan? What do you do?
I mean, if I'm a
What would
Knicks
you want?
fan, if I'm a Knicks fan, we just won the title. Number one, we're taking for the first 2 weeks to go ahead and celebrate this. We're gonna ride this out until free agency
Yeah.
starts.
Uh-huh.
Then we're gonna get with Cat first thing. We're gonna break down the numbers, see what we can do, bring him back. Because in my personal opinion, it's run it back. Keep the guys together that you can. I think they said I was listening to Bobby Marks on ESPN. He crunched the numbers. He said if everybody is able to resign for their projected amount, pretty much I think the only handful of people that might we might lose would be some of those role players. So like someone like Jordan Clarkson, who was on the bench, you may not be able to replace him if he
Mm,
wants a little bit more money and wants more playing time.
right.
But if unless Mitchell gets an insane deal from somewhere else, then that could be the only other person that you wouldn't get. Huck Porty is a restricted free agent right now, so depending on what he can get on the open market, I feel like the Knicks are probably one of his only options at the moment, which honestly I'm cool with because
Mm,
I thought he did great in his time during the finals when he didn't even play a single minute the first three rounds. But I think it's important you get a deal done. Cat earned it, with the exception of the last two games,
with the foul
but
trouble, yeah.
with
But
foul
yeah.
trouble. But, you know, it was him and his passing that really helped us get through some of these other rounds to get Bridges confidence, to get
So
Josh Hart the ball. I think it's
so
a matter of you got to bring it back.
so let me ask you a question. If you
I hopefully have the
right,
answer.
I think you
better
appreciate
than
it.
you, better than me and him having answers because
Yeah,
we
I know,
got
right?
nothing.
So I mean, if if you had a choice of keeping Cat or Mitchell Robinson, who
That's
would you keep?
easy. That's an
No, no,
easy
I
answer.
already
That's
already
what
know. I already know the answer. The reason I asked that question is because and I'm not trying to, because the thing, this is a great moment to have, so I'm not trying to poo-poo the moment. I'm just asking like a serious basketball question. Because of Cat's deficiencies or the ups and downs or inconsistencies that he may have had or he still may have, do you find a way to mask that by, because you can't, the problem that you saw in the finals is that bringing Mitchell Robinson in to do some of the things that Cat does, Mitchell Robinson can't do. And offensively, he's somewhat hindered. So
So,
now,
somewhat.
all right, he's
Mitchell
totally
Robinson
hindered.
just played himself out of a big time contract this in
I
this
not
NBA Finals.
I was being nice about it, but
No,
yeah.
he sucks.
But
I'm sorry, he was
no,
atrocious.
I was trying to be nice about it, but okay.
Because I thought he was. I honestly, if he had a great NBA Finals, I thought he was going to bounce out, and I was hoping, unless something in the Celtics goes bananas and get Giannis,
mm,
I was kind of hoping that Robinson would come back to Massachusetts because I think that's he's from there originally. I'm
mm,
like, that'd be dope. Get a shitty offensive center, but a really good defensive center.
mm,
We don't need him to score points. We're fine.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
no,
mean,
not
the Knicks
anymore.
didn't really need him to score points either.
That's true.
Um,
That's true.
so Cyrus, I don't even know what the hell your question was
Well,
because
I didn't
you
get to
went
totally
in
finish it yet,
like
but
definitely. All right, finish your question so I can somehow formulate an answer for
what
it.
the question would be, would you move on? Would you move on for Robinson? Bring the young kid in, put everything in on Cat for the next whatever number of years it is, knowing full well if you get another couple of years where he has a couple bad years, you may have to move on because you only got a certain window to go.
Well, so for one, you talk about Cat's deficiencies. Obviously, Robinson has his deficiencies as well.
Right.
The Hacker Mitch has been a horrifying sight
Oh,
as a fan to
that
see.
hurt.
So I think what you would do is, well, number one, understand. Let's just take it back a moment. Let's just understand how the Knicks got here, and it starts from the top.
Mm,
You had your captain sacrifice $113 million that he could have gotten for himself
mm,
to use for the rest of the team. So what did
right.
that 113 do? It re-signed Josh Hart. It
Mm,
allowed the cap flexibility to get OG Anunoby
mm,
and the cap space to go ahead and get Mikal Bridges.
right.
So with that, if I'm the Knicks and I go ahead and I'm looking at the deal and I'm looking at us and we want to run it back, we want to keep everybody. Why would I not talk to Cat and say, like, hey, what's a compromisable number in which we want to bring back Mitchell too, if he wants to come back? What's a compromisable number that you'll be satisfied with in, let's say, a 2 to 3 year span? Because that's when the rest of the guys' deals are going to be up in the next
Mm,
2 to 3 years. So, what can we get to make you happy in these 2 to 3 years so we can go ahead and like run this back? Because we've proven that we can do it.
mm,
So I would say that is the step to do. Step first starts with Cat. see what he wants, and then
Mm.
work
Mhm.
from there.
So
Now, go ahead, Merritt.
I'm just looking at your free agents for the Knicks this summer, just to
Yes.
because I honestly have no idea. Cat technically is not a free agent, but he's coming up on the final year of his contract and it's
Mm.
$54 million, which is
Yep.
atrociously too much money. The Knicks aren't going to pay that.
I think if you're, let me know if I'm right, Merritt. I think the only ones on current contract right now are the starters,
Hmm.
Tyler Kolek, Alvarado with a player option, and Deuce.
Yes. So this year, coming off the Bucks, technically Mitchell Robinson, Alvarado, Jordan Clarkson, Shamit, Ariel something,
Huckporty.
Huckporty, Amande Diarra, Sokan, Trey Jemison, Dylan Jones, and Kevin McCullar. The last three, I have no idea. Jeremy Shivett, you picked up off of the waiver wires when you got cut from the Spurs. He didn't do much for you.
I mean,
Um,
he got in there to annoy Wemby a little bit
yep, he did.
but when we had foul trouble. But
To me, I honestly, out of those that I named, I would bring back Jose over anybody else first.
well, he's supposed to be on a player option. So
He is on a player option, but again, you
yeah.
that's a 1 year player option, so you want to try to negotiate that player option into
Right.
a 4 year, 5 year deal for
Right.
him.
I wouldn't go that long with Jose. I'd probably get him for 3 years. 3 years to keep everybody together. And he's a New York kid. Like he's
That's
from
what.
Brooklyn. So like I mean, I feel like that hometown feeling, I think you have a
I,
chance to like talk
I
about
like,
that.
yeah, I like that idea. I like what you're saying. 'Cause I like that because
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I mean, if you look at the teams out west, and again, I know we're trying to talk, trying to keep this here, but to look at the teams out west, there are a lot of, including the Spurs, there are a lot of young teams that are up and coming that are in that top 5 or 6 teams, and then you get to the east, the Knicks, the Celtics, and maybe a couple of other teams. They're all older, but they're in that window if they decide to put it all together like New York did this year. So I think that's a good way of looking at it. To Kev's point, you get about a 2 or 3 year window, see if you can make a dent and maybe get another chip out of it. I mean, as long as you can keep a core, you can always rebuild around with younger players too as well. So that may be a thing too. If you can keep a core after the 3 years, you may be able to rebuild with younger players.
Yeah, I mean in due time. But
Yeah.
I think right now the Knicks' thoughts are like the present. We're here to
Yeah.
win
Oh
right
yeah.
now.
Right.
Run it
It's
back.
it's run it back.
Yep.
There's no if everybody is willing to come back, bring them back. Like I don't see unless there's somebody out of the blue that I can't think of. It's just a total dart at the dartboard that
Mm.
wants to come play for us. Like I don't see anybody else that I would want that we would need that can't. That's not gonna
No,
adjust to fill the role.
and I know the biggest thing for a little while was okay. And I think it mainly was focused if you guys didn't make it this far, didn't win, right?
Yes.
That's when you say, was Cat worth it? Is this guy worth it? Are they worth
Mm.
it? Because I know for a while there was always the rumor that Giannis would go to the Knicks,
Yeah.
which, to be honest, is an upgrade from Cat. We all know that Cat's good. Cat's a very, very good offensive player. He's not the greatest defensive player. Giannis is a very well-rounded big who sometimes decides to shoot a three every now and then. That's just not that good. Um,
So
but
I'm all about Giannis too, and you guys have known that I've
oh
always
yeah,
loved Giannis to be a
Yeah.
Knick.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think when I look at the broad prospect of the team, like the game runs through Brunson
yeah.
and is someone like Giannis who has been used to having the ball in his hands at the end constantly. Is he willing to take a step back? Because y'all saw what happened with him and Damian Lillard. It
Mm.
didn't work. So
Yeah.
I in hindsight, as much as I wanted Giannis in the beginning,
Mm.
I almost don't think I would want to touch him now because of the fact that we all know that it is going to number 11 and he takes us to the promised land or doesn't.
Mhm.
So I would say, like, the Giannis stuff has finally cooled down. I think I'll stick with Cat and deal with his random threes and stuff, but you know, it's orange and blue skies, guys. Like you can't like get me to
No,
be saying a
Eh,
negative thing about my Knicks
no,
right
and
now.
there's
I'm
nothing.
playing with my fan, I'm getting all the heat away.
This. There's nothing. I knew tonight was going to be talk Knicks, talk about your team because we talk about our teams more than enough. Um,
I have a
eh,
question that I wanted to
yes.
state to everybody. So I was watching the post games since I couldn't go to sleep that other day. Oh my God, this is my first time I'm seeing Maggie. Shout out to Mags.
Hey, that's your
Crush
uncle
it.
That's your uncle Kevin.
Oh my gosh. Hi. Don't worry, I got some orange and blue skies coming your way.
No, you do not. It has to be
But
green. Has to
okay.
be green.
All right. I digress. But so Stephen A brought up this point on First Take the other day, saying that that Jalen Brunson and the Knicks have saved the NBA when it comes to since they won the championship and beat Wemby and the Spurs. And he brought up the point of that if Wemby and the Spurs won,
Mm,
all the NBA teams would be doing all they can to try and stop the 7'5" alien of a player. Now, because the Knicks won, it shows that they're able to put in. If you're able to put in the work, you have the players. You know, if you do what you're planned to do, you can have the chance and the opportunity to win the championship. So I just kind of want. I don't know if you heard him say that. I just want to know
I
your thoughts on like if you feel like that's true or not. Because I had to think about it and I was like, he does make it a point because if you think about it, like back when in the younger days when
there's
Shaq would
point
win,
guards and
you had
yeah.
to you had to
Yeah.
figure out a way to stop Shaq.
Yeah.
So you know if Wemby ended up winning as early as if he did, then all you would be seeing is the league just trying to figure out how to way to play a seven
right,
foot five guy.
right.
I think I think he's got a point, like you said, Kevin, that they quote unquote saved it, right? But you could also go back to being like, well, 2 years ago the Celtics saved it because everyone was all hyped about Luka Doncic. How do you do this? How do you do that?
Mhm.
If
Mm,
Luka won, oh, then it's the same conversation. How do you stop a guy who's 6'8", who's a point guard, has handles, and does this, this, and this? How
mm,
do you stop that? I it's a hard question to answer or even really to give a full take on it because every year that's how you look at it. Right now it's how do we stop the 6'1" guy, right?
mm.
How do we stop him from getting in the paint and doing what he does? Well, I don't know. Ask the Celtics how they or any team that plays the Celtics and Peyton Pritchard scoring 25 points a night in the paint. It's hard to do, right? So
Mm.
I think I get where he's coming from. In my mind, if I had to say the Knicks saved the NBA, I think they saved the NBA in the fact that you don't need to score 130 points to win a game. If
Yeah.
you if
Yeah.
you play defense, you play hard, you're going to grind the team down, and that's what we saw. The Spurs came out hot every game. I think it was the only team in NBA history that led in the first quarter and didn't win the title. Like they were all over the place. They were killing it in the first quarter, but they ran out of juice. And the Knicks played the long game.
Mm.
They let
Mhm.
the Spurs do what they wanted to do. And then all of a sudden it was like Jalen Brunson's going in. He scored almost half the points the other night. Like you just need one or two guys at the end of
Well,
the day.
and I'll be honest with you, it just goes back. That takes it back to the '90s as far as how game plans were made. But to answer you, I sort of agree with Merritt. I don't think the Knicks were save the NBA in the sense of the whole Wimby versus team aspect. I think what has happened is they saved the NBA in the sense of what they can do on of because a big market team has won it, right? A big
Mhm.
market team has won it with a guy that was not supposed to have won or played that well, right? He's supposed to be 6'1". He's not supposed to be able to take over a game. You know what I'm saying? He's not 6'5", 6'6", going to the rim, dunking on people. He's not going out there draining threes, rainbow threes. He's not 6'4", 6'5", doing it right. He's 6'1", getting into the paint, playing mental basketball against you, wearing you out. It's not supposed to happen. That's not the way that the NBA is supposed to work, right? So I think what had happened is I think New York saved the NBA in the sense where now things can now come to New York and be ran out of New York. You got your FIBA basketball, you got all the off-season stuff. So other aspects that they normally don't run through New York, but now that New York has won it, they can now run these things through Madison Square Garden, through Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? So everything will be in New York for the foreseeable future for the most part. You'll see those things now.
Yeah, but
I mean, yeah.
at the end of the day, it's over. Kevin can enjoy it. Kevin, are you going to the parade?
Sorry, just putting the post up for the story.
No.
Ah,
Uh yes, I am going Thursday.
awesome.
Michelle and I are currently planning our attack on how we're gonna do this. Because
Take
they
a gun. Take a
said
gun with you. Take a gun with you. You might need it.
Don't listen to Cyrus.
I'm joking. He knows I'm
They're going to
joking.
be too happy to be doing anything too stupid. And it's during the day. They don't
um
want the
so it
delinquents won't be
starts
out
at
yet.
10 a.m. We're probably gonna get there for like 7:30 or 8 because they said come early. So we gotta get down there. We're gonna take the train in, and then eventually we gotta take another train in to get to the path because it's down by City Hall.
Yeah, and
So
it's where it ends at City Hall, right?
yes, it's
Yeah.
the something of it's the Kenya of Heroes. That's like the road that they take. That's like every year, and whoever for sports they take it that way.
Well,
So
it's been like 25 years since the New York has won anything, so I
well,
haven't been
well,
down there in a
hold
while.
on,
Well,
don't
besides the
count
soccer
out
teams and the
the
Liberty,
Liberty,
but
Yeah.
the
and then
Liberty,
also so the last really big one was 2012. So we're talking 14 years.
yeah,
Okay. 14 years.
So, well, I'm excited.
You
I'm
good.
should
gonna
be,
be
man.
there.
Congratulations.
We're gonna go. I mean, I just want to be. I don't even know what to expect. I just want to be in the presence of it and see what's going.
It's
See what happens.
it's cool.
Um,
Like I got to
Yeah.
go to the Celtics one a couple years ago. So cool to be a part of it. Like
yeah,
it didn't even matter like that you're in a crowd of hundreds of thousands. And New York's probably gonna be million, like maybe a million
it's
people.
gonna be wild.
It's
It's
Everybody
gonna
keeps
be
saying
nuts.
it's
people.
gonna be
I
wild.
just
I got like a little. I have like a roadmap thing that got sent to me. They're like, please avoid getting off at these stations. Go stop at these stations and walk towards the direction of these areas. I'm like, hope the only caveat of it Thursday is that there is some sort of chance of rain. So the goal
Oof.
is, I just hope it doesn't rain.
could be fun in the
So
rain though.
Could be.
probably could be absolutely wild in the rain. But yeah, so I'm excited. I honestly wished it was today. I thought it would have been fun if it were today because I'm already off from work. But yeah, we're gonna see how it goes. I will have videos and pictures like ready and locked and loaded, and
Now
I'll
that
make
we
sure I
out
keep you
here.
updated.
Yeah,
Now that
you
we
got
out here.
Well, oh, I'll try my best to like have enough for we out here content. I don't even know if I'm gonna have enough. I'm probably gonna be too
just
in the
take
thralls.
just enjoy it, dude.
Yeah, just enjoy it, man.
Just enjoy it.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Take it all in because let's be honest, I don't know if any of us at any point truly saw this happening even this year. I know, Kevin,
No.
you're going to say it's my Knicks that I always mind them, which you are. The only person that I have heard say that the Knicks were going to win it was Sir Charles Barkley at the beginning of the year. He said the Knicks would win it all.
Yeah,
Hmm.
And that is the only person in the
yeah,
whole sports world that truly believed that the Knicks could do it.
yeah. Shout out to Charles Barkley. You know,
So
and we also need to shout out our Cyrus knows who he is, my guy Danhausen, for
Yeah.
uncursing the Knicks during that time frame of when they were down 2-1 to Atlanta. and he uncursed them, and then they didn't lose pretty much until game 3 of the finals. So I need Danhausen on a float on one of those carts. I need Danhausen there, and according to some reports, they got a lot of different plans with like merch with the Knicks and Danhausen together. So
Nice.
if they do, I cannot wait for that to come out because I think that would be extra fun. I missed out on the one of there's one where he's Brunsonhausen
Mm,
and he's doing the Brunson pose and
mm,
he's like in his out little gimmick.
mm.
So but yeah, I'm gonna be at the parade. I will keep you all posted on if I'm alive or not. And yeah, that's what we got.
All right,
Go New York, go.
it's not on here, but we're gonna talk about it real quick,
Go ahead.
just because it just came up on my Instagram, and this is quick. Thoughts on this whole Texas Tech debacle that is going
Wild.
on?
Wild. Absolutely wild. I hope that that guy's not allowed to play. I don't think he should,
The
in
Big
my
Nah,
opinion.
he
12,
should. He's done, man. I think he should be done.
the
That's me
Big 12
personally.
is has filed an injunction as of this afternoon to force Texas Tech to get him out of his deal and get him out of there because this is not. I don't ever want to hear it was his mental health. I don't want to hear that. His excuses were, I want to be part of the team, but I'm not playing, so I'm going to bet on my team.
Makes no damn
Bro, shut the
sense.
fuck up.
That's come on, man.
So there was one where the guy, I don't remember where he played. It was a couple of years ago. He bet and only made like 200, like 2,500 bucks,
Mm,
right? And they basically made him look like the worst human being in the world. And he couldn't play. He was done out. This motherfucker is betting $90,000 worth of bets in total over like
Is that
two
how much it is? Holy smokes.
$90,000 across 3 or 4 years, which in grand scheme it's a small amount for him because he's making a shitload of money from NIL. But you're betting on your team. You're betting on the plays that you're gonna be in. You're doing that
wait,
ruins the
they've
integrity of
already.
the game.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
we blacklisted Pete Rose from the MLB Hall of Fame for it.
yep.
And here's the mama to take the baby.
Hi, Mags. Oh, bye, Maggie.
She spit up all over this one. Bye. Okay. Okay. But yeah, so I don't know. I hope they don't let him play
Well,
at the
you
end
heard.
of
You
it.
know what?
Did you also hear that the NFL was talking? They were in talks. They were like, whoever was going to draft him, if he is ever going to get drafted, like they'll have so many stipulations in his deal that he
Oh,
may
hold
not.
up. Hold up. We just got something.
What's that?
Brandon Sorsby plans to enter NFL supplemental draft amid legal dispute over his NCAA eligibility.
Good.
Just came in. Just came in right now on
Good.
ESPN. Get him out. Get him
Thank
out. You're
God.
screwing up the great game of college football.
Yep. Out of here. Be
Hmm.
gone.
Yeah, I mean that he's, and I'll be honest with you, that they said there's a lot of teams that don't want him in their camp. They don't want him. They don't want him.
I wouldn't
I
want
mean,
him. If I'm
I mean, it's just he there was just stupidity. It's straight stupidity. It was dumb. It was stupid. There was no reason for it.
yep.
If you're getting paid that much money or that bored, go read a book or something. My God, I mean, really, I mean, go finish getting your degree. Go. You can't play. Go do something. Learn to be a coach on the sideline while you can't play. It's something else, man. Don't do that. Don't do that because you're that bored and you're that much of an idiot. That doesn't make any sense.
Yep. Well, now let's move on to the biggest sporting event in the world, the World Cup. It is so much fun. I literally have it on my iPad and all my other stuff every day just to watch it, have a game on. Um, the USA looked great against Paraguay.
Mm.
Paraguay, however you want to say it.
Paraguay.
4-1. 4-1. Which is good. We play Australia on Friday at, I believe, 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon. That'll be a
It's
great
three.
game
It's
because
three. It's three. It's three. 3. They play Australia 3.
Because Australia won their opening match against Turkey. Um, so yeah, there's a lot going on. We have Spain tying Cape Verde today, which
Crazy.
is unreal. And the goalie for Cape Verde literally had a shutout. That's a clean sheet, fantastic. He's a 40-year-old guy making his first ever World Cup appearance, which is great. You've got great games going on all this week. You have the heavy hitters. Norway's playing, England's playing, France plays. Germany already played and destroyed Curacao, which was horrible, 7-1. Belgium played today to Egypt. I believe they tied 1-1. So a
Mm.
lot of great games, exciting time. The only downside is nobody can get into the games because the ticket prices are astronomical.
Also, might I add, it's like it's hard to find them. It's on Fox. Fox Network, certain cable things don't carry all the Fox like channels. So it's like
Yeah.
hard to like find it unless you're there like featured on like Fox, your local Fox 5 or Fox
Mm.
whatever number it is.
Yeah.
Like it's hard to find, which is annoying because I'm like, yo, this is like the World Cup. This is like the biggest stage for soccer. Like, and it's in the America. Like, how can we not like make this a little bit easier? Unless I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but like
Well, the yesterday's Cape Verde, Cote d'Ivoire game wasn't even on. I had to watch it on Telemundo if I wanted to watch it. It
and
wasn't on.
my point exactly. That's
And I'm like,
crazy.
I don't care about your other programming. Like your other programming during this next couple of weeks is shut down. Like whatever. Don't care about it. Like just put soccer on. Let me watch it. Let me enjoy it. It only comes around every 4 years. So
Yeah.
let me enjoy this. So yeah, that's been fun. Like I said, I was trying to go to the Scotland Haiti game and ticket prices on Saturday. I was like, oh, maybe they'll just drop because they want people in the stadium. No, they
Mm.
did the opposite. They
Mm.
went up. The cheapest ticket I found was just under $1,000 for one
Well,
ticket in the
So
nosebleeds.
if
so
go ahead, go ahead, Kev.
so over by Cyrus's way in Philadelphia, there was one game that was on at 4 in the afternoon next week, and I was contemplating if I wanted to be interested in going to that game. It's like, and I remember seeing the tickets were like 394, and at one point before that, it was 174.
Mm.
And I'm like,
Oh,
oh, I would totally do that if I want to make the day trip to Philly.
It's
But yeah,
Katie.
you're
It's
right.
Katie. Open door. It's Katie. Open. Sorry.
But yeah, but what's it called? What should we call it? Like the prices for to get into the games are disgusting.
yeah, you've destroyed the sport. And it's also because they do dynamic pricing now. So it really screwed things up, and
Mm.
which now they're going to go back to the original model and change. Hopefully, goes back to the original model so that people actually go enjoy these games. Because it's
Well,
not about big
yeah.
business, it's about
Whoa.
the
But they
teams.
they they kind of this and this is like the one thing from working in the camp, which I want to find out is that they when stuff like this happens, they knew about this time in advance, right? It was just a matter of how much they were going to give the networks in order, and which network was going to bid enough to take the games, right? Nobody, nobody wanted to take the games. Is nobody wanted to take the games because they were saying the offer wasn't, you know, you could just tell that. I mean, because how did it end up on Fox? How did
Fox
it end up?
always Fox has always had
No, no,
the World
Soccer.
Cup.
I know that part, but even if you look at when they had the Olympic stuff and everything else, they found a way to get it on certain stations or certain channels for to not be able to get that on any prime time channels or stations was just like, okay, well, we don't care for it. It just goes to show you they really didn't want either FIFA didn't want to pay the money or FIFA didn't like the deal that they were going to get. That's just that.
FIFA's FIFA's corrupt.
I agree. They probably invited somebody to scratch their back on something, and they were like, no,
Yeah,
we have other programming that's going to pay us because think of it this way. ESPN could have had a couple of games. ESPN has a host of other channels, and on the backside they have the ESPN Plus stuff that you can watch the games on. So how is it you couldn't piggyback off of something like that? Doesn't make any much sense.
Well, monopoly, truly.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, yeah, so that's how it goes. But let's talk NBA that's not the Knicks. Sorry, Kevin.
It's the Bulls.
But we're going to talk about the Bulls because they made a great hiring decision with Tiago Splitter now being the head coach of the Chicago
I
Bulls.
know.
Um, because Portland is too cheap to pay them. So you get a great coach who turned a team that should have been shit this year in Portland after all the craziness of Chauncey Billups being arrested and all the other stuff. It is now potentially got a team that could be
Hey,
decently good.
hold on one second. I had to step away 1 second.
All right, bye, Cyrus.
Bye, Cyrus. You're good.
Bye.
Go ahead, sir.
So, yeah, what are your thoughts, Kevin? I know you've been more Knicks focused, but
I mean, Tiago Splitter, I remember him when he played for the Spurs, and shout out to him for being able to get the money that he deserves. Because Portland, stop being cheap. That's ridiculous. But yeah, uh, so I don't know. Cyrus is probably more inept to talk more about the Bulls and what Tiago Splitter will bring to their team than me. But definitely a good hire, young coach, exciting coach, see what he can do.
I think so. It'll be good. And then talk about the Giannis craziness right now. Apparently, the top two teams are the Celtics and the Heat. I don't know why I put Bulls in here. I have no idea
That'd be
why.
hilarious if it was between the two of you guys.
Yeah, that would be funny. But I saw someone post it like, how do you feel like if you're a Milwaukee Bucks fan, if they go, oh, we traded Giannis away and we got Tyler Hero.
Ooh.
But like, you think about it, like, how do you feel as a Bucks fan? You go, we have one of the best players in the NBA, and then we got him.
Well, isn't Tyler Hero from around there though?
Yeah, he is, but I think the idea was like talent level wise.
Yeah, I get that. Talent level wise, it's definitely not the same. But hey, we'll see what happens. I'm
I
curious what are the offers on the table between both teams to
apparently
see.
the Celtics one is Jaylen Brown, but then they throw in the Clippers, and he goes out to the Clippers. And
Wow.
The Celtics hit Giannis, and then I saw something else with the Hawks as well, where the Hawks basically give up two first round picks, one going to the Celtics, one going to the Bucks, Kaminga, another player, and then basically the Celtics and um, Bucks just swap players.
Hmm.
They swap.
So basically, they another team gave up a Kaminga, which if that happens again, keep the writings on the wall, son. Like Kaminga, you are the weakest link. Like so, what Golden State thought the whole time is exactly whatever it is. Like you're missing something. Um, that that deal seems like a really good deal. I'd be very honest with you. That seems like a very good deal. I think everybody makes out for the most part. You either get younger or you get picks. I think everybody makes out, for the most part.
Wait,
Um,
Cyrus, I had a question. What are your thoughts on Tiago Splitter and what does he bring to your Chicago Bulls team?
I think he because he's played in the Spurs system. I think that he brings a level of understanding and stability to the franchise that is sorely needed because we haven't had it in such a long time. I mean, I like Billy Donovan as a coach, but I don't think he was a great pro coach. I think he was okay as a pro coach.
All right.
Um,
All right.
Kevin,
what?
why is your computer saying all right? All right.
Oh, that was my phone. Sorry.
Uh, but yeah, no, that's just. I mean, I think that's a good hire. I think he'll because the team. If you look at the Chicago team, it's very young. They don't have a lot of veteran players. They have a lot of younger players. I think they'll be. I think he'll turn that team into a bigger and better team, and as they get better draft picks. I mean, if he turns out that he could be in a high level coach, that'd be great because he can grow from the beginning to the end. But if not, it'd be a great start to grow them up to a certain point, then to get that other guy to come in and take them to the next level.
I like that. And let's talk why we are always here because it's West Virginia
Yes,
and
sir.
baseball. We are a baseball school,
Wear
guys.
my
We are.
baseball shirt. Ooh, yes, sir.
Nice.
Whew. Well, if you haven't paid attention, we are in the college baseball World Series. We have 6 teams left, technically. Because Ole Miss lost to Troy in the elimination game.
Yeah.
We got our butt spanked by UNC, but UNC is really good at baseball. Um,
I
five to
thought the
two.
score was only 5-2.
Oh yeah, but we got our asses spanked.
Okay.
I watched the whole game. Their pitching was lights out after their starter was taken out.
Oof. Okay.
Unreal. The kid who went in, he got himself into a couple jams, but worked himself out of it. And we couldn't get. I don't think we had anything past a single all night.
Ooh.
We had a couple steals and a couple things there, but UNC is a very, very, very good baseball program. It's the 13th time to the College World Series, so they know what they're doing. They've never won, but they've been there 13 times. This is our first time. But we play Troy tomorrow at 2 p.m.
Hmm.
I believe it's at 2 to see if we go on and play Oklahoma or not. My God, why am I saying Oklahoma? Because Oklahoma's playing right now. We play UNC again. If
Oh.
we lose to UNC, we're out, and UNC will go to the final. Um,
So
If
wait,
you
what
if you
happens
win, yeah,
if we
if you
beat
if we
win.
Troy?
win, if we beat Troy and we go and beat UNC, we then have another game to play UNC. So
Oh
it's
my
like the
gosh.
regional when we play Kentucky
Okay.
and we win a loser bracket, we had to win three
Gotcha.
games straight. Same idea. Um, so I'm excited to see what we do. Plus, our coach Saban was named the coach of the year. So that's a huge nod to this program. They're signing some of the best talent out there. So next year's team will be as good or better.
Did he get a new deal?
I don't think he got a new deal yet, but I think it's in the works. That probably won't come out until the end after the season. I know there was a rumor that people were going to try to snag him and pull him to like
South Carolina.
Oklahoma, South Carolina, other places, and he shut all that down. He's like, "No, I'm not. I'm staying here, and until they force me out, I'm not leaving."
That's
So,
what we like to hear.
and also, we're the best, program in the country with that whole building right next door, where you have actual MLB pitchers and players coming down to get evaluated and work on their stuff.
Which is wild to like, whoa, that was like a crazy
That was
in my screen. But that's I totally forgot that that's in Morgantown. To have a MLB type facility in Morgantown out of all places is craziness.
yep,
Well, yeah. I mean, if you think about it, think about it this way, right? It's it's off. It's not saying off the beaten path, but it's not in the big city. You don't have a lot of eyes on you. You can go in there, get your workout in, and kind of get back to where your normalcy. So I think that's a good thing. Like you're out of the way. You're not like you have everybody on top of you, like going to like a New York or a major city or anything like that.
yeah. I think it's fantastic. I think we're finally seeing a team that's not the perennial like big name teams, right? Of like when you think of athletics, it's always football and basketball.
Hmm.
Like I've said for a year now, we're a baseball school because baseball program's getting better. They have upwards of 2,000 to 3,000 fans every game on average.
Incredible.
And that stadium only holds about 4,000. We have Randy's Ridge now, which is great, besides the issue that happened during the Super Regional with the storm and some people getting injured. But otherwise, it's been great. If we win tomorrow and we lose to UNC, I'm still going to say this was a
Oh
successful
yeah, it was
year.
a successful year.
This was a fantastic season. I want them to go to the final because they are now become like America's team. They're the underdog, but the biggest thing we're winning is the Jello shot contest by like
Oh my gosh. I
we're at
just
is it twenty three
hold on.
thousand?
Let me go back and just read the
So
numbers
that
again.
board was like crazy. That board was crazy.
All right, ready? Here we go. Let's see. Hold on. I'm sorry. But I just couldn't believe the amount that it was. All right, ready?
Yep,
So I'm gonna go in order. So you have at the bottom at a whopping 2,300, Roll Tide, Alabama.
that's
Very,
surprising.
very
Hmm.
surprising. Then we go ahead and hook 'em horns with Texas with 24-34. Then Boomer Sooner with 31-39. Then really close behind each other, Georgia and then North Carolina, followed by Troy with 43.
Good job, Troy.
Then Ole Miss with 8,000, 86-30. And all the way at the top, what a whopping 2,000,
20.
23,323 Jello shots is the fellows from the Mountain State, your good old West Virginia Mountaineers. I
Here,
mean,
here.
talk about how appropriate that is, but like
Thousand.
23,323.
That's
That's
ridiculous.
so wait, $5. Let's see. Let's do the math.
That's a lot. That's a lot of money. That's over 100K.
Times. We are at $116,000 worth of cello shots that was spent by our Mountaineers this weekend in Omaha.
And the funny part is the whole thing with Pat McAfee going on. He was ready to write a check for 100 grand,
Yeah,
which you do that, right? It's 100 grand divided by five. That's 20,000 Jello shots
that's
right
so
there alone.
sick.
Like
That's
no
so
one's gonna
sick.
touch you if you do that. Like
Yeah,
I'll, but hey, you know what? We're good at drinking. It's what we were built for. Um,
it's
we
true.
also we also have men's and women's basketball. They're on campus. They are doing summer workouts, so that's been fun to see the highlights of them. Um,
I've seen the men's. Have the women's started also?
yes, they. I've only seen small clips, so like they've only like posted that they're like in the weight room and stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
So, but it's right around the corner, guys. It's all coming back in a couple of months.
My God, we're gonna be reunited twice in a 2 month span.
My God, see each other in September and October.
We're gonna be freaking sick of each other.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like,
So
I'm gonna be like, no
yeah.
podcast for 3 months, guys.
Literally.
Like superstition, Celtics are playing.
Yo, hey, I respect it.
Well, wait, but October. Well, nah, it would be before the season starts. That's before the season starts. We go before the season starts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, what was it? 2 weeks. 2 weeks before the season starts, we go. 2 weeks. First game.
uh,
First game's the 30th, right? October 30th is normally the first game.
yeah,
30th, 31st. Yeah, it's like 2 weeks before the first
yeah.
game.
But like I said at the beginning of this episode was all about the Knicks and giving our kudos and our flowers to Kevin and his team. I know
Yes,
he's been
sir.
through a lot this his whole lifetime. Watching
God.
the failings of them in the '90s, and then all of a sudden just the mediocrity for really 20 years, right? And
Ugh.
now you finally have the cast in place that if things work out, which it never does, because I'm a Celtics fan, I know this. We tried to repeat, and look what happened to us.
Right.
Um,
Gotcha.
we haven't had a repeat in 7 years,
Which is
so
crazy to think about.
that's how good the NBA's gotten, and also how bad the refereeing and all the other stuff has gotten. Uh,
Yeah.
but let's just get down to it. It's 9 o'clock, a little after 9. We all need to go to bed soon. Let's do our country roads rant. Kevin, you can go first because I'm going to give you leeway that this doesn't have to be about West Virginia.
Yeah, because yeah, I listened to the podcast and you cheated 2 weeks ago. So I'm going to do whatever the hell I want.
I
So
knew that would
Agreed.
um
happen.
Go ahead.
two, go.
All right, guys. So this is gonna be a country roads slash sports rant. And I just want to say thank you to every single player that is on the New York Knicks, including West Virginia's Deuce McBride, for all the hard work they put in. You guys deserve it. I mean, thank you for giving me heart attack after heart attack after heart attack throughout the NBA finals. But honestly, it is so good to be a Knicks fan because like I watch all these things online talking about people's fandoms, like you were that they were a kid when Patrick Ewing was playing, young adult when Spiro was playing, adult when Carmelo was playing, and now a fully grown adult and you won a championship with Brunson and the guys. It is just an incredible feeling to be a part of a New Yorker. I don't give a shit about my time right now because I'm going to do whatever I want because I haven't been here for a while. But it feels so good to be a New York Knicks fan. The energy in the city is absolutely incredible. Walking the city, you can feel the love and excitement that something like this has happened in the city. We haven't had anything like this since the Giants. Yes, shout out to all our women's teams. They've crushing it. But we really haven't had a major sports championship since 2012. So just want to say, live the dream to all the Knicks. You guys need to be partying it up. I know Jose Alvarado said on Carmelo Anthony's podcast that he was going to be drunk for 8 days straight if he won the championship. I 100% thoroughly encourage that. And yeah, go New York, go, guys. Go New York, go. Start spreading the news. Da, 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 da. We'll start singing that later.
Oh
But
my
go
God.
ahead and do you guys. Hey, this is what happens when you get me back on the podcast. Like, you got
I
to get
love
the
it.
views up.
I love it. I love it. Well, we're trying to
All
say
right.
me and Mary didn't do a good job.
I got nothing.
I
I
mean,
don't got
I
anything
didn't
either,
say
man.
that. You guys did great. You guys
I'm not saying
handled it
anything,
well.
man.
I mean, did you have some like questionable takes earlier in the season? Yes, on certain things, but you guys do what you guys got to do. I'm just here to make you guys look great
I
on all the
can't.
socials.
I can't wait for the NBA season to start this year and see what happens. And
I mean,
Kevin will be in
honestly,
the same boat as all of us when our teams win, and be like, "Oh my God, we're gonna be amazing. We're gonna do this. We're gonna be great." But and then it just blows up in our faces. Just
honestly, I'm used to that. I'm a Knicks fan. We've had that gone
you
through
have
for so many years.
but this
This
is
is the
different.
1 year.
But
It's
this is
fine.
different now, Kevin, because
Expectations.
expectations are going to
Yeah.
be there. So when you
Yeah.
Honestly, like Big Body Brunson said, 1 game at a time, 0-0. Can't, you can't take things for granted out here. So,
well, I gotta say this. I can't beat that rant. I'm tossing in my rant for the night, Kevin. That was the best way to end
Yeah,
this
yeah,
podcast.
that's the best way to end it, man. I can't do I can't go back. I can't
So
follow that.
so Kevin, since you're back, take
Yeah,
over the reins of the
yeah, please
outro.
don't
oh, the outro.
we
Yeah,
butchered that. Oh my
because I
God,
butchered
didn't we?
that like
Oh
three
my
times.
We
God,
butchered that.
so bad. Like, you guys,
Does
I need to
even
fill out a script just so you guys can do it whenever I'm not doing
So
it.
we'll talk afterwards. We got a plan for that. Me and Mary have a plan for that. But
A
I'm not
plan for
talking
the.
afterwards. I gotta go. I gotta go to bed. I gotta be up in 6 hours.
I know, just 2 seconds and we'll tell them.
No,
Tell
we
them.
could text about it.
All right,
All
well,
right, fine.
let me just do the outro, then you guys can argue. All right, so outro time, episode, I want to say 15 of season 5 or
13.
13.
13.
Episode
13.
13 of season 5, absolutely crushing it. To those that have continued to listen to us on all streaming platforms, we appreciate you. So if you're listening to us, thank you for listening to us. Make sure you do it on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Amazon Play / Google Play. Make sure if you want to watch us on the YouTube universe, watch us at the Mainly Musings Podcast. The Instagram socials, make sure you follow us. Merritt at Merritt_P. Cyrus Johnson Jr. at Cyrus Johnson Jr. Me at Cueva624. You can follow the TikTok at the Manly Musings Pod. And yes, guys, it is orange and blue skies for the next week. Just remember, start spreading the news. Da, 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 da. I don't know the rest of the words, but you want to be a part of it. New York, New York. Have a good night, y'all. I'll see you guys at the parade.